With Parkinson's, this happens all the time. You try to explain to your doctor, I have no motivation, I'm not starting anything, everything just feels flat. And before you can even finish the sentence, they'll say something like, yep, that sounds like depression. But what if they're wrong? Because with Parkinson's, there's something else, something totally different. It looks like depression, it acts like depression, but it isn't depression at all. It's apathy. And when doctors mix the two up, you end up treating the wrong problem entirely. And that's exactly what we're going to break down today. I'm going to show you how to tell the difference for yourself, the signs that you should look for, and the tools that actually help apathy, not make it worse. Plus, I'll give you the exact words to use with your neurologist so you finally get the right treatment. And stick around until the very end, because today's Bryceism is the one thing that I now say at every appointment to make sure my doctor never confuses apathy and depression.
Welcome to Living with Parkinson's. The good, the bad, and the reality. Real talk, real life, real community with Bryce Perry. Let's begin.
Well, welcome back to the channel, and thank you to everyone who returns week after week. And if you're new here, my name is Bryce, and this is Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. And around here, we're all about hope, honesty, and real-life tools for navigating Parkinson's. And if that sounds like something you need, hit subscribe to stay connected and join the community. So today we're going to talk about Parkinson's and apathy versus depression and why doctors so often get it wrong. And it's so important, so let's just jump right into it. And let's start with the big question. Why do doctors misread apathy as depression in the first place? Well, because on the surface, they look almost identical. They both carry low motivation, right? They both have low interest, fatigue, that flat effect. And most doctors see those words and automatically think depression. But here's where the paths split. You see, depression is emotional. It's heavy. It hurts. There's sadness, hopelessness, emotional pain. But apathy is neurological. It's not sadness. It's more like someone unplugged the spark inside you. So here's how I explain it. If depression feels like sinking in deep water, apathy feels like you're just floating there, not moving, not sinking, and not feeling much of anything. So let me tell you a quick story that made the difference for me and really made it clear on what the difference was. So there was a morning where Carmen looked at me and she said, "Are you upset with me? Because you seem very distant." I remember saying, like, "No, I'm not. I'm not trying to be distant at all. I'm not sad. I'm not angry. I don't feel anything." And that's the day I realized that this wasn't depression I was dealing with. It was apathy. So if you've had a moment like that, let me know in the comments. It will make a huge difference to people watching, and everybody's looking at the comments. Okay, now that we know the difference between apathy and depression, let's make it even clearer. All right? Here are 5 signs that what you're experiencing might be apathy and not depression. And as I go through these, drop a number in the comments for which one fits you. Okay, number 1, you're not sad. You're just blank, like not emotional pain, just complete silence. It's apathy. Number 2, you want to do things, but you just can't get yourself to start. Depression kills desire, but it's apathy that kills initiation. So if you can't get started, that's an apathy problem. Number 3, your joy isn't gone. Your energy to begin is. 4, it gets worse when your meds wear off. And that's a dopamine's fingerprint right there. Number 5, other people notice before you do. Apathy is sneaky, and it's sneaky from the inside. So the big question is, why does this happen with Parkinson's in the first place? Well, let me break that down for you. This is the science made simple. Okay? It's like the brain side of this in plain English. But dopamine is your go juice, right? It's your internal go juice. It starts movement, it starts speech, motivation, and initiative. Okay. And when your dopamine levels dip, your ability to start things dips with it. I like to think of it as like a lamp with a loose cord. Sometimes the light goes bright and it goes on great. Sometimes it flickers, and sometimes it just shuts off completely. Meanwhile, the serotonin system, the one involved with depression, can be totally normal, which means antidepressants won't fix apathy. They're repairing the wrong wiring. Now, if that analogy makes sense to you, tell me about it. If not, I can try it another way. But now let's switch gears and talk about what do we do if you're navigating this alone. So here is a very quick solo spotlight for all of those that are doing this journey without a person or care partner with them. So number one is the one thing only rule. So don't give yourself a list. Just give yourself one tiny thing to start your engine. Walk for 3 minutes or put on socks, take meds. That's enough. Second way is visual activation. Let your environment cue the action. Shoes by the bed, water bottle on the counter, meds beside on the coffee table or the side table. You're building yourself a support system that you can see. Also, comment accountability. So just post here. I'm here and I'm doing this solo. Someone will reply, and that breaks apathy silence. And in the comments, let me know which one you want to try this week. Now, here's where things get encouraging. Apathy does improve when you target the right thing. Okay, so number one, we're going to target dopamine optimization. So adjust timings, adjust the dose, track your patterns, and bring them to a neurologist. The tracker becomes your evidence. Number two, another way is micro wins. Apathy hates big goals, but loves little ones. One small win leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. Number three, external structure. Timers, routines, reminders. Think of them as like rented motivation. Now, on that note, let me tell you another story, this real moment that made such a difference for me. And I call it like the frozen afternoon, right? There was a day when I sat in a chair for almost 2 hours. Not sad, not tired, just kind of stuck. Carmen walked by and she said, "Hey, try standing up and sitting down once in a while." And that tiny little thing broke the freeze. And it reminded me that apathy doesn't need a big solution. It just needs a spark. So if you've ever had one of those frozen moments, comment frozen so people know that they're not alone. Okay, speaking of Carmen, let's hear from her side of things. Now, I want to read to you what Carmen wrote because she sees apathy from a completely different angle. And her insight might help both partners and solo viewers as well. Sometimes apathy looks like withdrawal, and it's easy to take it personally. I used to think Bryce was upset or not interested. But once we understood apathy better, I learned to separate the disease from the person. My approach now is gentle activation. I ask, what's one small thing that you can do right now? And I don't take the silence personally because it isn't personal. And if you're a care partner out there, put care partner into the comments so we know that you're here. Well, that was good. Thank you so much, Carmen. That was awesome. So now let's transition and talk about what to say at appointments so this doesn't get misdiagnosed again. And here is the exact sentence that I use now. I like, "Hey doctor, I'm not experiencing sadness. I'm experiencing lack of motivation, lack of initiation that changes with my dopamine cycle. This could be apathy. Can we review my medication timings or dosage? Short, clear, and effective." All right, before we wrap up, here comes today's Bryceism. With Parkinson's, depression hurts your heart. Apathy hides your spark. And your spark deserves a chance to shine again. All right, well, there you go. And listen, if this episode helped you, please hit like so more people can find it. And tell me in the comments, what's one thing apathy has stolen from you? And what's one thing that you want to take back? And if you want to go deeper, if you want some deeper support, come join the Inner Circle. It's where we talk about these moments honestly. And until next time, I want you to keep showing up. You keep being real and keep doing life today. We'll see you on the next episode.
Parkinson's may be part of your life, but it doesn't get to define it. Thanks for listening to Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. If this episode moved you, helped you, or reminded you you're not alone, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Want to go deeper? The Inner Circle is waiting. Monthly Zoom calls, 24/7 community, and a direct line to Bryce. You'll find the link in the show notes. Until next time, keep showing up and keep doing life today.